Hovians, I welcome you to a brand new video. Today we are going to talk about Doctor Who Confidential. Now what you've just said there is the brand new opening for my videos. I wanted to spruce it up because we'll be changing the style of the videos this week and hopefully, possibly, probably, definitely, I don't know, I can't promise. But today we're talking about Doctor Who Confidential. Doctor Who Confidential was a BBC Three companion show to Doctor Who, just like CBBC's companion show Totally Doctor Who that Barney Harwood was the host of. Now, people and many more people have been wondering, will they ever bring back Doctor Who Confidential now that Russell T Davies is back as a showrunner? Russell T Davies wants a multiverse, so can bring back spin-offs, do whatever he wants. Will he bring back Doctor Who Confidential now that the BBC Three is now on TV? I would say yes, but I wouldn't put your hopes up. I feel like it's something that could happen, but it's not something that necessarily will happen, because you can't always assume that it will happen when you have no clue whether it will or whether it will not happen. But it's one of those shows where you think it has a possibility, but does BBC Three want that type of content anymore? Because now the new BBC Three are like reality shows, or, well, at the moment they're just reality shows or by the license to MasterChef Australia. And so they've not got many dramas on there, they repeat films, so at this moment in time it's not in their wheelhouse to do Doctor Who Confidential. But in a few years, so let's say 2023, on the 60th anniversary, they could bring it back then, because then BBC Three have had time to make dramas and produce dramas and put dramas on BBC Three, so we know that BBC Three isn't just reality TV or competition shows. Because it's like, well, what's the point in doing Doctor Who Confidential now when the viewers are just people that watch documentaries, dramas, like documentaries and reruns of this country and films, and not really the types of stuff BBC Three was when Doctor Who Confidential was on. So you have to wait a little time, because BBC Three are still trying to refine their identity, because they are back on TV, have to try and work out what works, what doesn't work on TV now, because they used to be on online only, so they used to just not have to worry about ratings and that. And we don't want BBC Three to go away again, so we have to protect the BBC Three, so that when we come to talk about doing Doctor Who Confidential, we've got a steady growing channel that isn't going to die on us, isn't going to run out on us, and isn't going to go anywhere. Now I also want to mention that at the beginning of this video was a brand new intro. That's because I made a brand new intro. Very proud of that. But yeah, there you go. That is just my brief thoughts on whether or not Doctor Who Confidential could come back. To round off this video, I will say yes, it could come back, but it's a matter of when or what headspace is BBC Three in. Will BBC Three allow it? But thank you guys for watching. Time out. Bye. Hovians, I welcome you. Let me just move the chair back, the tripod back. Sorry, technical terms. And today we're talking about the Master, because I saw something on the interwebs about the Master possibly being in Legend of The Sea Devils, the new Doctor Who special, upcoming. Fingers crossed. Easter, that is only a guess, not been confirmed, but I reckon we'll get a confirmation of that in the coming months. Now, let's talk more about the Master. Now, obviously, the Master was last seen in series 12 and hasn't been seen since. There was a reference to the Master in the final episode of Doctor Who Flux, so possibly we could see the Master. I do know that Sacha Dhawan is still labelled as the Master, or played, whenever the interview, Sacha Dhawan plays the Master, not played the Master, plays the Master. So that must mean that the Master gets heavily involved at some point before Chris Chibnall era is over. Because I do quite like the idea of the Master being in the end of Chris Chibnall's era, so that we have Sacha Dhawan's Master being Chris Chibnall's era, and then we could see Sacha Dhawan move into Russell T Davies's, but we could end all the conflicts and wrap up everything and the Master's storyline and start from scratch with Russell T Davies. I've just had a ping, that's all. So Russell T Davies' version of Sacha Dhawan could move on the Master to be different, but we leave all the story arcs and all the story stuff with Chris Chibnall. So I reckon that the Master could come back, and I reckon the Master would be amazing coming back. Now, if the Master did come back, how would the Master come back? Well, the Master needs a new TARDIS. So we could see a new TARDIS from the Master, and more crazy, more energetic, and more mastery. Because I want to see the Master back. I'm excited for the Master to come back. I think Sacha Dhawan's a fantastic Master, and that's what the basis for my Master was, because of Sacha Dhawan. I reckon Sacha Dhawan, John Sims and Roger Delgado are the best Masters. They're the three best Masters. So, John Sim, Roger Delgado and Sacha Dhawan are, in my opinion, the three best Masters. Missy is a very good Master, but I wouldn't say she's amazing. It's Sacha Dhawan a lot more creepier. And I think Missy sort of lost it with becoming good, because then when Sacha Dhawan took over, the Master was never good again. So sort of having that little arc at the end sort of did mess it up. But I did think before Missy went good, I think Michelle Gomez was a good Master beforehand. So, there you have it. It was a short little video talking about the Master and all things mastery. Because I think Masterful, which I don't know where I put the box set, but Masterful is a quite good audio box set. The Missy's quite good in Masterful. So, what's your thoughts? Should or will Sacha Dhawan return in Legend of the Sea Devils? Leave your answer in the comment section down below. I'll see you all later on the third channel for the third and final video of the day, because that'll be 4 videos, because this is video number 3. But thank you guys for watching. Time on time. Bye! I'll see you in the next Time Space Continuum. Fly away, my lovely Whovians, and have many adventures. Working on a new ending there.